an out-of-body experience is a state of being, a state of awareness, a state of action, separate and apart from the physical body. About 25% of the population throughout the world, I guess, has this spontaneously take place that they're aware of at least once in their lifetime.
Picture this. It's 1958 and Robert Monroe finds himself hovering above his own body, observing himself from above. In an era of Cold War tensions, Monroe's experience was nothing short of revolutionary. But this wasn't a one-time event. As his out-of-body experiences continued, Monroe embarked on a decades-long quest for answers. His journey from frightened experiencer to pioneering researcher would challenge our understanding of reality and consciousness. What if these experiences could unlock the mysteries of the human mind? Join us as we explore Monroe's remarkable story, one that might just change how you view the nature of existence itself. The vibrations that shook reality. It's 1958 and you're Robert Monroe, settling into bed after a long day. As you close your eyes, expecting sleep, something extraordinary happens. Your entire body begins to vibrate intensely, as if you're lying on a giant tuning fork. It's as if every cell in your body is humming with an electric current, a pulsating energy radiating from your core to your fingertips. At first, you might think it's just an odd quirk, a strange muscle spasm perhaps. But as the vibrations continue night after night, you wonder if there's something more to it. Is your body trying to tell you something? Are you experiencing some kind of seizure? The questions swirl in your mind, but answers remain elusive. Then one fateful night, everything changes. You're lying in bed, anticipating a day of gliding tomorrow. Suddenly, you feel a peculiar bump against your shoulder. Instinctively, you open your eyes, expecting to see your wife beside you. But what you witness defies all logic and reason. You find yourself floating near the ceiling, looking down at your body lying peacefully in bed. Your mind reels, struggling to make sense of this impossible sight. Is this a dream, a hallucination? But it feels too real, too vivid to be dismissed so easily. Panic sets in as you realize you're somehow separated from your physical form. Desperate to return, you swim through the air, willing yourself back into your body. The relief is palpable as you reconnect with your physical self, but the experience leaves you shaken to your core. As the out-of-body experiences continue, Monroe finds himself caught between two worlds. In one, he's a successful businessman, a loving husband, and a pillar of his community. In the other, he's an explorer of the unknown, venturing into realms that challenge the very nature of reality. Desperate for answers, Monroe turns to medical professionals. He visits doctors, undergoes numerous tests, and scours scientific literature. But conventional science offers no satisfactory explanations for what he's experiencing. Undeterred, Monroe decides to take matters into his own hands. He begins meticulously documenting each out-of-body journey, noting the time, duration, and even environmental factors. His approach is methodical, treating each experience as a data point in a grand experiment. As Monroe continues his exploration, he realizes that his personal journey might have far-reaching implications for our understanding of consciousness and reality. These experiences challenge everything he thought he knew about the world. They suggest consciousness isn't confined to our physical bodies, and can exist and operate independently. This realization opens a Pandora's box of questions about the nature of the mind, the soul, and our place in the universe. The scientist in the void. Imagine standing at the edge of a vast, unexplored frontier. Not a physical landscape, but the limitless expanse of human consciousness. How do you map something that can't be seen or touched? Robert Monroe was about to embark on a journey that would challenge the very foundations of scientific inquiry. As Monroe grappled with his extraordinary experiences, he made a crucial decision. Instead of retreating into fear or dismissing these encounters, he chose to approach them with the mind of a scientist. But how do you study something as elusive as consciousness itself? Monroe's solution was both brilliant and painstaking. He began meticulously documenting each out-of-body journey, treating his consciousness as a laboratory. No matter how small, every detail was recorded in a specially designed journal. This wasn't just casual note-taking, but a rigorous scientific approach to the unexplainable. But Monroe didn't stop there. He realized that to truly understand these experiences, he needed to find a way to induce and control them. This led him to experiment with sound technology, specifically binaural beats. The idea was to synchronize brain waves, facilitating deeper meditative states and potentially out-of-body experiences. This groundbreaking work eventually evolved into what Monroe called hemi-sync technology. It was a revolutionary approach to altering consciousness, combining cutting-edge science with the mysteries of the mind. As exciting as these developments were, Monroe faced an uphill battle in the scientific community. Skepticism was rampant, and many dismissed his findings as pseudoscience. But Monroe pressed on, continuing his research and refining his methods. His persistence would eventually lead to the publication of his first book, Journeys Out of the Body, in 1971. This wasn't just a collection of anecdotes, but a structured account of over a decade of experiences and experiments. But here's where the story takes an unexpected turn. Despite the ridicule from some quarters of the scientific community, Monroe's work caught the attention of an unlikely ally, the US government. The CIA in particular became interested in the potential applications of Monroe's techniques for intelligence purposes. As Monroe continued his research, he made a shocking discovery about the nature of human consciousness. But to fully grasp its significance, we need to dive deeper into the unexplored realms of the mind. What if consciousness isn't confined to our physical bodies? And what might be the implications for our understanding of reality itself? The second body unveiled. Picture this: you're lying in bed, when suddenly your consciousness detaches from your physical form. You find yourself floating above your own body, weightless and free. This is the second body Robert Monroe discovered. A form of consciousness that can transcend physical boundaries. Monroe's explorations led him to three distinct realms. Locale 1 is our familiar physical world, but imagine visiting any place on Earth instantly, just by thinking about it. Locale 2 is where things get truly mind-bending. It's a realm of pure energy, where time and matter are fluid concepts. Monroe described encounters with fantastic beings and infinite possibilities. Locale 3 is like slipping into an alternate dimension, a parallel reality that resembles our world but operates under different rules. To understand the second body, think of it as a spacesuit for consciousness. Just as a spacesuit allows astronauts to explore environments beyond Earth, the second body allows our awareness to venture beyond the physical realm. Of course, mastering these abilities wasn't easy. Monroe faced significant challenges in controlling his out-of-body experiences. Imagine the panic of suddenly finding yourself outside your body, unsure if you'll be able to return. Through persistent practice and experimentation, he developed techniques to induce and navigate these states consciously. As Monroe's skills grew, so did the scope of his explorations. He interacted with other consciousnesses, gaining profound insights into the nature of reality. These experiences suggested the existence of multiple dimensions, opening up new frontiers in our understanding of consciousness and the universe itself. Monroe didn't just rely on his own perceptions. In one remarkable instance, he managed to pinch a friend while out of body. Later, she showed him a bruise in the exact spot, providing tangible evidence of his non-physical explorations. Monroe's journey challenges our perceptions of what's possible. It raises profound questions about the nature of reality and our place within it. What if consciousness isn't limited to our physical bodies? What other realms might be waiting for us to explore? Redefining life and death. Picture this. You're exploring a realm where past, present, and future exist simultaneously, and the line between life and death blurs into insignificance. This isn't science fiction. It's the next chapter in Robert Monroe's extraordinary journey into consciousness. As Monroe ventured deeper into his out-of-body experiences, he discovered that the laws of reality in these non-physical realms are driven by thought. In this extraordinary place, what one thinks becomes reality. Imagine a world where your thoughts shape the very fabric of existence around you. Monroe's explorations led him to encounter various entities, both living and deceased. These encounters challenged everything he thought he knew about life and death, making the continuation of consciousness after physical death a first-hand experience. Monroe's journeys took him through different energy levels around Earth. He observed that upon death, individuals become aware of their energy body and are attracted to the level that resonates with their belief system. It's as if our thoughts create a vibrational frequency, determining our afterlife destination. Intriguingly, Monroe noticed that some souls who haven't realized their physical death seem stuck in near-Earth vibrations, unable to see the light leading to higher realms. This is a reminder of how our beliefs shape our reality, even beyond physical life. Monroe's experiences suggest a vast spectrum of possibilities after death. He encountered realms tailored to individual consciousness levels and desires, illustrating the diverse experiences one can have in the afterlife. But what's the purpose of all this? According to Monroe, we're here to gather experiences, learn, and evolve. He believed our earthly life is a training ground for becoming creators in other dimensions. Monroe also introduced the concept of loosh, a type of energy generated by intense human emotions. He suggested Earth might be a place to cultivate this energy through experiences like pain, suffering, and love. This energy, he proposed, could be harvested or used for purposes beyond our current understanding. These profound insights fundamentally changed Monroe's understanding of life and death. His fear of death was dispelled as he experienced firsthand that consciousness exists outside the physical body. In this new understanding, death isn't an end, but a transition. a doorway to new realms of existence. As we conclude this exploration of Monroe's journeys, one question remains: how might these discoveries change the way we live? The answer lies in the practical applications of Monroe's work, which we'll explore next. The cosmic escape velocity. Imagine your deepest emotions and strongest attachments as cosmic anchors, tethering you to an endless loop of earthly lives. This isn't science fiction. It's a core tenet of Robert Monroe's revolutionary escape velocity theory. But what if there was a way to break free? Monroe's concept of escape velocity concerns the energy required for consciousness to break free from the cycle of reincarnation. Imagine your soul as a hot air balloon and your earthly attachments as sandbags weighing you down. The more sandbags you release, the higher you can soar into the spiritual atmosphere. Many of us are like thrill seekers hooked on the human experience. The sensory pleasures, the emotional highs and lows, like a cosmic roller coaster, drawing us back to earthly life again and again. We're caught in a cycle of rebirth, living life over and over. But why? What's keeping us stuck? The answer lies in our attachments. Every strong emotion, every physical pleasure, every material possession we cling to creates a gravitational pull, dragging us back to Earth. It's like trying to launch a spaceship while carrying your entire house. The extra weight makes it nearly impossible to achieve escape velocity. To lighten our load, Monroe developed techniques like hemisync. This technology uses binaural beats to synchronize brain waves, facilitating deeper meditative states. It's like a treadmill for your consciousness, strengthening your ability to explore altered states and raise your vibrational frequency. Perhaps the most crucial step in this cosmic journey is overcoming the fear of death. Monroe believed this fear is an anchor, keeping us tethered to the physical realm. By understanding that consciousness continues beyond the body, we can explore higher states without the constraints of physical attachments. But what's the ultimate goal of this spiritual evolution? Monroe believed the end game was to go home, to return to a source of higher consciousness. Picture it as a cosmic family reunion, where we reconnect with our true essence beyond the limitations of physical existence. It's not about escaping existence, but embracing our fullest potential as conscious beings. As you ponder these ideas, ask yourself, what sandbags are weighing down your spiritual balloon? Are you ready to start your journey towards escape velocity? Remember, the cosmos is waiting, and home might be closer than you think. The Institute and beyond. Picture this. It's 1974 and Robert Monroe has just founded a research center unlike any other. The Monroe Institute isn't your typical scientific establishment. It's a place where the boundaries between the physical and the non-physical blur, where ordinary people can learn to push the limits of human perception. Monroe and his team developed a groundbreaking technology called hemisync, using carefully crafted binaural beats. This innovative system helps synchronize the left and right hemispheres of the brain, guiding listeners into altered states of consciousness. What's truly fascinating is how these explorations of consciousness have practical, real-world applications. Hemisync has shown promise in reducing pain and helping people overcome debilitating fears. It's as if by venturing beyond the limits of our everyday perception, we gain tools to navigate our everyday lives better. As we stand on this new frontier of consciousness exploration, one can't help but wonder, how far can human consciousness go? What undiscovered realms of experience and understanding lie just beyond our current reach? The answer may lie in the unexplored territories of our minds. Picture this: Robert Monroe, once gripped by fear and confusion, ended up standing at the edge of a vast, unexplored frontier of consciousness. His journey from skeptic to pioneer challenges our understanding of reality and human potential. What if your consciousness extends beyond your physical body? What if you could explore dimensions beyond our familiar world? As one expert noted, Monroe's explorations challenge us to reconsider the limits of our senses and the profound potential of our minds. This isn't just about out-of-body experiences. It's about unlocking hidden capabilities of consciousness. What mysteries might you discover if you dared to look? Monroe's legacy invites us to embark on our journey of self-discovery. Are you ready to explore the uncharted territories of your mind?